Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the continuation of what do you call this one? Unit and measurement, right? So here we still need to discuss about unit conversion. So here, to be particular, we're going to talk about metric and English conversion. Last time, I showed to you how to convert unit, how to convert units that are in metric. Like for example, if I have a base unit of grams, all right? So in a given unit, it's in kilogram, but I want to convert it into milligram, right? So how should I do it? And of course, there are other prefixes of metric system. Like for example, like, okay, maybe kilogram, but I want to convert it into micrograms, right? So what would be the value of the given unit if it's in micrograms, all right? When it's initially in kilogram. Now, in this case, we're not going to focus more on metric, but also in English. All right. Like remember the English units, they have feet, inches, cups, you know. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try some few examples. All right. One is coming from the metric and English conversions in terms of length. Like from these, 1 inch is equivalent to 2.54 centimeters. 1 meter is equivalent to 39.37 inches. And it's also equivalent to 5,280 feet, yada yada. All right. Another one for the volume. Okay. Like 1 quarts. QT means quarts, by the way. All right. Quarts. I think that's QAR Z, if I'm correct. Is it Z? Let me just check. I could be wrong. All right. Uh, uh, okay. All right. It's actually Z. All right. So it's quarts. Okay, quarts. So 1 quarts, it's equivalent to 146 millimeters. 1 liter is equivalent to 1.057 quarts, 2.2 pints, and 4.23 cups. And lastly, for the mass. All right. So 1 pound is equivalent to 454 grams. 1 kilogram is equivalent to 2.2 pounds, yada yada. So let's have some few examples, all right? I think it's much better if we're going to apply it with some examples, all right? So let's start first with the converting units where the given units are in length. So let's just say I have 2 meters and I wish to convert it into feet. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to pick an equivalent. All right. So here we know that 1 meter is equivalent to 39.37 inches and 5,280 feet. So of course, we're going to pick this one because we are converting meter to feet. So make sure that the goal here is to convert them into feet. So we will use this one. 1 meter is equivalent to 5,280 feet. Now, because of that, of course, we're going to apply dimensional analysis. So, so in dimensional analysis, of course, you have a given two fractions, right? It's either 5,280 feet all over 1 meter, or it's either 1 meter all over 5,280 feet. Okay? So, which of the fraction here, which of the two here, where if you're going to multiply it with 2 meters, the meter units will cancel out. Again, which of the fractions here you will use to multiply 2 meters, where the meter units will be canceled out. So it's this one. Oh, wait, no, no, no. The first one, okay, the first fraction, okay? So with that, we will have 2 meters times 5,280 feet all over 1 meters. So here we can cancel out the meters, all right? So what's left is we have 2,000, 5,280 feet. So with the use of my calculator, the answer will give you 10,560 feet. See? That's it. All right, let's have some few examples. Oh, wait, maybe one more example. All right. As long as you're familiar with these, okay, these metric and English conversions, you're good to go. And I think it's better for you to memorize them, right? If you memorize them, not, I mean, it's better for you to memorize and familiarize them, right? Because if you are familiar and let's just say you're knowledgeable when it comes to conversions, especially its equivalents, then you wouldn't be having a hard time. Okay? So next, let's just say that I wish to convert a given unit that is let's just say in kilometer. Okay? Suppose I have 200 kilometers and I wish to convert it, let's just say into miles. All right, into miles. So of course, what we're going to do is we need to know its equivalent. Okay? So we need to know the equivalent of kilometer to mile. Okay, so now here we have 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometer. We can use this. Or we can use this one. In 1 kilometer, it's equivalent to 0.6215 miles. All right. So let's try both. First, we try the first one. All right. 1 mile is equivalent to 1.609 kilometers. All right. And of course, we will apply dimensional analysis. So of course, by again dimensional analysis, you need to have a fraction, and the fraction is either 1 mile all over 1.609 kilometers, or it's 1.609 kilometers all over 1 mile. So the question is still the same. Which one of the fractions that you're going to use to multiply 200 kilometers where the kilometer units will be cancelled? Again, which one of the fractions here that you're going to use to multiply 200 kilometers where the kilometer unit will be cancelled? Of course, it's the first one. It's the first one. So with that being said, we will have 200 kilometers times 1.609 kilometers. Okay. As the denominator, while 1 mile is on the numerator. So of course here, kilometers here are cancelled. All right. So as a result, you have 200 times 1 mile all over 1.609. So we can get the answer here with the use of calculator. 200 times 1 all over 1.609. So let's approximate it into two decimal places, all right? So approximately, you will have an answer of 124.30 or 3 miles. That's it. Okay, there we go. That's how you do it, all right? And I mentioned that you can use this, okay, as well. You can this one. If I mean, you can still use that equivalent if you want to. All right, so let's try that. Okay, instead of 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers, we prefer 1 kilometer is equal to 0.6215 miles. Right? So 1 kilometer, it's equivalent, sorry, wait. 1 kilometer is equivalent to 0.6215 miles. So, okay, by application of dimensional analysis, of course, you need to multiply the fraction to 200 kilometers. And again, you have two choices. It's either 1 kilometer all over 0.6215 miles or 0.6215 miles. Right, this is m, by the way, all right, miles all over 1 kilometer. So still, okay, you have to pick, okay, which of the fraction that you're going to multiply to 200 kilometers where the kilometer unit will be canceled. So it's the second part, right? It's the second part. I mean, the second fraction, this one, right? So you will have 200 kilometers, wait, hold it, 200 kilometers times 0.6215 miles all over 1 kilometer. So the kilometer units here are canceled. So that's good. So what's left is we have 200 times 0.6215 miles. Okay. So with the use of calculator, 200 times 0.6215 miles. you will have exactly 124.3 miles. So it's basically the same answer as what I have before. It is 124.3 miles. So try to experiment this on your own. Like, what if you have, for example, you have 400 miles and you wish to convert it into yards? Okay, how long would it be? Or yeah, what would? Oh wait, no, no, no. Wait. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So you have 400 miles and you want to convert it into yards. So how long will it be? All right. So that's on you. Let's proceed to the next unit that involves metric and English conversion. So the next unit that we're going to that we're going to have some examples. No, these are volume units, okay, which are these. Okay, so let's apply the same method, dimensional analysis. That's it. Okay, so let's just say I have 1,000 liters, and I want to convert it into cups. So what must I do? So again, first you must know its equivalent. Okay, you must know its equivalent. So according here, 1 liter is equivalent to 1.057 quarts, 2.12 pints, and 4.23 cups. So since we have a given unit of liters and cups, so we will use liter and cups. So with that, we will use this equivalent. 1 liter is equivalent to 4.23 cups. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Dimensional analysis. Okay, so pick two fractions. Okay, so you have either 1 liter all over 4.23 cups. Wait, hold on. 4.23 cups or 4.23 cups all over 1 liter. Okay, so is the question, which of the fraction that you're going to use to multiply 1,000 liters, but in exchange of canceling all the liters? All right. Basically, which of the fraction you're going to use to multiply 1,000 liters so that the liter units would be canceled? So it's the second one. It's 4.23 cups all over 1 liter, all right? So we have 1,000 liters times 4.23 cups all over 1 liter. So here we can now cancel the liters. So what's left is we have 1,000 times 4.23 cups. Okay, so my calculator, 1,000 times 4.23, that will give you exactly 4,230 cups. All right. So almost 4,000 you need that for you to have almost 1 liter, 1,000 liters. Okay. So let's try another one. All right. Let's try another one. Okay. So this one. Okay. Let's just say I have this problem. I wish to convert uh 3.5 liters to cubic inches. This one. How is that even possible? Look closely. We have milliliter, quarts, pins, cups, millimeters as well. And then we have cubic centimeter. Okay. If you see this one, it means cubic centimeters. Okay. Cubic centimeters. Okay. Cubic centimeters. All right. But there's no cubic inches. So what are we going to do? Plus, since there's centimeters, isn't it that a unit for length? Remember this one, okay? For the length, again, length is about the distance, right? So you see inches, centimeter, therefore length. So why is it in the volume? If your units it has an exponent of 3, like for example, meters cube or cubic meters, kilometers cube or cubic kilometer, or another one like feet cube. You may think that they are in length unit because yeah, it has meter, kilometer, feet, or yeah, in this problem it's inches. But if you would notice that the exponent is 3, like they have a given exponent of 3. So that means these things, especially this one, they are in volume units. Okay, they are in volume units. Okay, they are again in volume units. So if you recall your basic math, if you see a unit and then there is an exponent of 3, it's a volume unit. Therefore, these are not for length units, but for the volume units. Okay? So, now, okay, we wish to convert 3.5 liters to cubic inches. Now, here's the problem. Okay, you see, we can use these. You know why? We can use these because it has liter, but there's no centimeter. We have a liter on the left, but there's no cubic centimeters. So what are we going to do? Because the problem here is we're looking for cubic inches. So let's recall. Remember that when it comes to inches, okay, inches, well, where was it? Inches is actually, if I'm correct, is equivalent to 2.54 centimeter. 1 inch is equivalent to 2.54 centimeters. So can we convert inches to centimeter? All right, with the use of this equivalent, because again, 1 inch is equivalent to 2.54 centimeters. Can we do that? Yes, we can. But there's one thing that you will do. Okay. All right. Remember again, 1 inch is equivalent to 2.54 centimeters. So we will convert inches to centimeter. But still, right, you have an equivalent here. And of course, you're going to multiply to the given unit, right? So what should we do in this case? So what we're going to do first, all right? Yes, we're going to use this one, of course. We're going to use this, okay? Which is 1 liter is equivalent to 1,000 cubic centimeters. Why? Why should we use this first? Okay? Because what we're going to do here is first, we must convert liter to cubic centimeters. And once we convert cubic centimeters, once we have cubic centimeters, we can convert cubic centimeters into inches. Okay? So that is what we're going to do. So first, we must convert the liter into cubic centimeters. Then we will convert that cubic centimeters into cubic inches. Okay? So let's proceed. Okay, so as usual, you're going to pick two fraction. It's either 1 liter all over 1,000 cubic meters or 1,000 cubic meters all over 1 liter. So you're going to pick which one of the fraction here for you to multiply 3.5 liters so that the liter unit will be cancelled. So it's this one. So let me erase this. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. All right. So let me just erase this and let's solve, okay? So we have 3.5 liters times 1,000 cubic centimeters all over 1 liter. So we can cancel the liters and we have 3.5 times 1,000 cubic centimeters. So with that, 3.5 times 1,000, we will have 3,500. 3,500 cubic centimeters. Okay. So I think we can replace this one by this because we found out that 3.5 liters is just equivalent to 3,500 cubic centimeters. So we can erase this one. So we have this. Okay, so okay, we have this one. So what are we going to do? Okay. Now, we finished converting it into cubic centimeters. Now, our goal is to convert it into cubic inches. Remember that 1 inches is equivalent, or it's equivalent to, 1 inch is equivalent to 2.54 centimeters. So we will use this one. And we will still use this one. So again, dimensional analysis, you will have two fraction, either 1 inch all over 2.54 centimeters or 2.54 centimeters all over 1 inch. So again, which one would you pick? Where if you're going to multiply it with 3,500 cubic centimeters, the the cubic centimeters will be cancelled. Or just imagine that this is in centimeter, okay? Just disregard the exponent of 3, okay? Just disregard it. So which one of the fraction that you're going to use for you to multiply 3,500 so that you can cancel out the centimeter units? So it's the first one, right? Now, I told you it's just the same, almost the same, but there's one thing that you will do. For us to cancel the cubic units, cubic centimeter, you also need to cube the fraction 1 inches all over 2.54 centimeters. Okay? You need to do that so that if you're going to cube them, this is what will happen. Okay? If you're going to cube them, this is what will happen. We will have 1 inches cube all over the cube of 2.54 cubic centimeters. Okay. I just put it with the parenthesis here. Okay. I put a parenthesis for 2.54 and has an exponent of 3. Okay. So yeah. So if you would notice, if you're going to cube the top and the bottom, the units are also in cube. Okay. By the way, you can find the answer for this because 2.54 cube is 16.387064. Okay. But if you don't want it long, just put parentheses and cube that number instead. Okay. Put parentheses and put the cube or exponent of 3. That's it. But yeah, point being, if the units is the exponent of the given unit is in cubed or yeah, raised to 3, therefore the fraction that you're going to multiply to the given unit should be also raised to 3. Okay? So now we can now get the answer. So 3,500 times 1 all over the cube of 2.54. So here we will have an approximate answer. So approximately, in two decimal places, your answer would be 213.58 cubic inches. Okay? 213.58 cubic inches. That is your answer. All right? So yeah, that's basically it. Okay. Now, lastly, let's try mass units. Okay. Metric and English conversions where the units are used for mass. Okay. Let me just erase the writing here so that we can so that we can make the solutions clean here. All right. So let's try some few examples. Okay. Let's try some few examples. So first, let's start with 35 kilogram to pounds, right? To pounds. So how would you convert 35 kilogram to pounds? Okay, so you will find its equivalent. So first and foremost is uh, we know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 2.2 pounds. Okay, so we can now apply dimensional analysis. So as usual, you have two choices, which is they are in fractions. So it's either again 1 kilogram all over 2.2 pounds or 2.2 pounds all over 1 kilogram. So pick which one fraction that if you're going to multiply to 35 kilograms, the kilograms will be cancelled. Okay, so pick which one fraction in which if you're going to multiply to 35 kilograms, the kilogram units will be cancelled. So the answer is the second one. Okay, it's the second one. So we have 2 point, oh wait, no, no. 35 kilograms times 2.2 pounds all over 1 kilogram. So the kilogram units here are cancelled. So what's left is we have 35 times 2.2 pounds. So the answer here is 77 pounds. So that's your answer. This is very useful, by the way, if you're going to go to gym. Like, let's just say you're in America, and then in America they use English units. So if ever, for example, like I don't know what they call it, but If you would notice that if you want to know the weight of a certain plate that they use for what's that, for like for dumbbell or for presses, if I'm correct, there's like a certain weight, and it's labeled on like on the edge, or at least like at the corner of the plate or metallic plate, if that's the correct way to describe it. So there, in America, I do believe that the units used there to know the weight of that plate is in pounds. So it's an English unit. But let's just say you're not familiar with it. So you wish to convert it into kilogram. This is a very good real life application. You can use this to know what's the weight if you have a given pounds and you wish to convert it into kilogram. All right. And of course, that's the same goes on to your own body weight. Like you have a weighing scale, it's in pounds. So how much would that be if it's in kilograms? That is all. All right. So one last example before we end the video. So, oh wait, no, 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 no. By the way, this is not this one. You see these two, the teaspoon, tablespoon. This is not mass, okay? This is wrong. Right? Forgive me. I should have seen that earlier. But anyway, fine. Let's just say I have this one. Um, what's the best example I can use here? Let's just say I have like 300 pounds, and I wish to convert it into like short ton. My short ton. So we're going to use again an equivalence that shows the relationship between the short ton and pounds. Okay, so it's this one. It's this one. Remember that one short ton is equivalent to 2,000 pounds. Okay. So again, we're going to apply dimensional analysis. So you have two fractions. So it's either 2,000 pounds all over one short ton, okay, short ton, or it's one short ton, okay, all over 2,000 pounds. So pick which one of the fractions here that you're going to use to multiply 300 pounds so that the pounds will be cancelled. So to answer that question, it's this one so that you can cancel out the pounds. So you have 300 pounds times one short ton all over 2,000 pounds. Okay. So the pounds here are canceled. So what we have here is that we will have 300 times one short ton all over 2,000. Yeah, 2,000. That's basically it. So 300 times 1 all over 2,000. Okay, it will give you exactly 0.15 short ton. Okay, 300 pounds is equivalent to 0.15 short tons. And that is your answer. Okay, so that is all. All right. So don't worry, we will have a practice video for these. But for now, we need to be familiar on how to convert units. So right now, you know at least the idea on how to convert English and metric conversions, or how to do metric and English unit conversions in terms of the given length, the given volume, and a given mass. So next video, before we have practice video, we're going to talk about other conversions, such as the conversion of a given unit of time, all right, and temperature. And we will have one more video about unit conversion, which I'm going to uh, discuss it soon. All right. So that will be all for this video. So see you soon.